Are you tired of juggling spreadsheets and emails for new leads? What if your CRM updated itself and emails will send automatically every time you get a new lead? With Zapier, you can capture every lead and send a personalized email in seconds, which saves you tons of time and keeps your business running smoothly. In this video, I will guide you step by step to set up an automation workflow that takes new leads from a contact form, adds them to your CRM, and sends them a personalized welcome email. Whether you are a startup founder, a marketer, or just someone looking to streamline your workflow, this tutorial will help you take your lead management to the next level. So let's break down the workflow we will be creating so you can see how everything connects. First, the process starts with a trigger. In this case, it's a new lead who submits their information through a form, such as Google Forms or Typeform. This is the event that sets everything in motion. Next, we have our first action, the leads information like HubSpot or Salesforce. This ensures all your leads are tracked in one place without you needing to lift a finger. Then comes the second action. A personalized welcome email is sent to the new lead via Gmail or MailChimp. This email can introduce your business, thank them for their interest, or provide the next steps to make a great first impression. This workflow works seamlessly in the background, saving your time and reducing the risk of missed leads. And more importantly, it ensures that every potential customer feels valued from the moment they contact you. That's the power of automation, turning a manual, repetitive process into a smooth and efficient system. Now, let's talk about how to set up the trigger to capture new leads. To begin capturing new leads, we need to create a form in Google Forms or Typeform first. And I will create a Google form for this live demo to show you how it works. This form will collect essential details from your leads, such as their name, email, and company information and inquiry type. But you can add any fields and customize them to suit your needs. Once the form is ready, share it with your audience to collect the information. Now, let's head over to Zapier to set up the automation. After logging in, click on the Create button on the left side menu and choose Zaps to get started. This is where we will build our workflow. For the trigger, select your form platform as the trigger app, Google Forms or Typeform. In this case, I will select Google Form. Once selected, Zapier will ask you to set the trigger event. Choose New Form Response as the event. This tells Zapier to act whenever someone submits the form. And next, we need to connect your form platform to Zapier. Under the Trigger Setup section, click on the button that prompts you to connect your app. If you are using Google Forms, Typeform, or any other platform, you will see an option to link that specific account. And Zapier will then guide you through an authorization process. Once the connection is successful, Zapier will show you a list of forms associated with your account. Let's select the one we just created for this demo and click Continue to confirm your selection. Now that our form is connected and ready to go, let's test the trigger to ensure everything is working smoothly. Think of this as a dry run to make sure Zapier can capture the data correctly. Let's head over to the form we created earlier and fill it out as if we were a new potential lead. Let's enter a sample name like Jane Doe, a test email like janedoe@email.com, and company name Camellia AI, company size, okay, and the services that I'm interested in. Let's submit the form and go back to Zapier to test it. In the Trigger Setup section, click this Test Trigger button. Zapier will fetch the most recent submission from your connected form. And after a few moments, you will see the data from your test submission displayed on the screen. You should take a moment to review the data to make sure the information Zapier captured matches what you submitted in the form. And if everything looks accurate, like the name, email, and any other details, then congratulations, your trigger is working perfectly. And at this point, your workflow is primed to detect the new lead submissions automatically. Now, let's move on to the fun part, setting up the actions that will handle this data and take the automation to the next level. We will start by updating our CRM with the leads details. This step ensures all your leads are organized and accessible in your CRM system. First, in Zapier, click on the Action button or continue with the selected Record button to add an action step. For this demo, I will use HubSpot as our CRM, but you can follow the same steps for Salesforce or any other CRM you use. In the search bar, type HubSpot and select it as the action app. Next, Zapier will ask for the the action event. Here, I will choose create contact. This means that whenever a new lead comes in, Zapier will either add them as a new contact or update their details if they're already in your CRM. Now let's connect Zapier to your CRM account. And I've already connected before. If it's your first time doing this, Zapier will guide you through a quick authorization process to link your account. But don't worry, it's very straightforward and only takes a few clicks. Once connected, click this continue and you will see a list of fields to map. This is where we match the information from our form submission to the fields in our CRM. There's a lot of fields you can connect with the fields in your form, but you only need to connect the ones you need. For example, the form's company name field will map to the CRM's company name field. Just click this plus icon to select the correct field. Here I will select the company name field, and the form's company size field will map the company size field in your CRM, and the form's email field will map to the email address in your CRM. The form's first name field will map to the CRM's first name field. You don't need to map out all the fields in the form. Just pick the information you need to show up in your CRM system. Now, let's click continue and click the test action, and it will take the test data from our form submission and attempt to create or update a contact in our CRM. Alright, it got the right information here. Let's switch over to the CRM dashboard, and we should see the new lead appear, complete with all the details we mapped earlier. And there we go. The new lead Jen Doe is here inside the contact form, and it got all the correct information we just connected. Our CRM is now automatically updated with every new lead submission to keep everything organized without any manual effort. Next, let's move on to the second action, and we will set up an automated email to welcome these leads right after they are added to the CRM. This step ensures that every lead receives a warm professional greeting immediately after submitting their information. In Zapier, click the add icon to start setting up the second step. For the action app, let's choose either Gmail or MailChimp, depending on how you prefer to manage your emails. If you are using Gmail, you will send a direct email. If it's MailChimp, you can add the lead to an email audience and trigger a pre-designed welcome email. Once you've selected the app, Zapier will prompt you to choose the action event. For Gmail, select send email. If you are using MailChimp, choose add subscriber to audience. Next, you need to connect your email platform to Zapier if you have it already. Then click this continue to proceed. Now let's customize your email. For example, in the to field, select the email from the form submission, and in the subject line, write something engaging like welcome to your company name and add the first name here as well. And in the body, craft a warm message like hi, the lead name. Thank you for reaching out. We are thrilled to have you on board. Someone from our team will contact you shortly. In the meantime, feel free to explore our website for more information. Zapier provides you all the customizations you can do in Gmail, and you can customize this email however you want based on your specific needs. You can also attach documents here as well, such as a user guide or free resources for the new leads to download. When you are done setting up the email, click test action to send a sample email using the test lead data. Check your inbox or your MailChimp audience to ensure the email was delivered as expected, and open the email to confirm that the content looks good and the placeholders like the lead's name are displaying correctly. If everything works perfectly, you can go back to Zapier to save this step. Now, your workflow will not only capture leads and update your CRM, but it will also send a warm welcome email to each new contact automatically. This streamlined process is a great way to leave a positive first impression and keep your team focused on nurturing relationships rather than handling manual tasks. Let's wrap things up by reviewing and activating your workflow. In Zapier, you will see a summary of the entire workflow, showing the trigger and the two actions we've just set up. Take a moment to double check everything: the trigger app, your forms platform, the CRM action to add a new lead, and the email action to send a personalized welcome message. Once you've confirmed that everything looks good, give your Zap a meaningful name like lead management workflow. This makes it easy to identify in your Zapier dashboard later, especially if you create multiple workflows. Now it's time to try it on. Simply click the big turn on Zap button at the top of the screen. And from this point forward, your workflow will run automatically every time a new lead submits the form. No more manual data entry or email follow-ups. Zapier takes care of it all for you. Now that your workflow is live, let's talk about practical ways to make your workflow even smarter. First, you can consider adding filters to your workflow. For example, if your form includes an inquiry type field. You can use a filter to route leads based on their selection. Maybe inquiries about sales go to one CRM pipeline, while support requests trigger a different process. Filters help you ensure the right actions are taken based on specific criteria. Next, Zapier's paths feature allows you to create multiple outcomes from a single trigger. For instance, if a lead is tagged as a high priority, you could set up a separate email sequence or send an alert to your sales team in Slack. Paths give you the flexibility for handling different scenarios seamlessly. Also, Zapier supports multi-step automations. You are not limited to just 2 actions. You can add more steps to further refine your workflow, like tagging leads in your CRM, logging activity in a project management tool, or even sending a follow-up email after a set delay. Lastly, Zapier has a rich library of app integrations for CRM and email platforms. You can take time to explore additional features and templates that can help your customers' workflow tailored to your unique needs. The more you explore, the more possibilities you will uncover to supercharge your lead management process. And there you have it, your automated lead management workflow using Zapier. This is just the beginning of what you can achieve with Zapier. Whether you are looking to automate sales follow-ups, streamline customer support, or enhance team collaboration, the possibilities are endless. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more automation tips and step-by-step guides. And if you have any questions or ideas for workflows you would like me to cover in the future videos, drop them in the comments below. I would love to help out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.